Hello everyone, and welcome to this exciting session on chemical bonding and molecular structure for G Main Class 11 Chemistry. Today, we are diving deep into a fascinating concept, resonance. We'll start with the basics, build up to advanced applications, and prepare you for competitive exams. Get ready for an enlightening journey through easy, medium, hard, and hardest levels of understanding. Ready to uncover the secret lives of molecules? Let's begin our journey into resonance, starting with the fundamental ideas. Imagine a molecule that can't be perfectly described by just one picture. That's where resonance comes in. Sometimes, electrons aren't fixed in one bond but are spread out, or delocalized, over several atoms. We use hypothetical, resonance structures or canonical forms to show these different possible electron arrangements. Remember, only pi electrons or lone pairs move, not the atoms themselves. The true nature of such a molecule isn't any one of these individual structures, but rather a resonance hybrid, an average of all of them. This hybrid is always more stable than any single contributing structure. For resonance to occur, you need a conjugated system, meaning alternating single and multiple bonds, or a pi bond next to a lone pair or an empty orbital. Take the carbonate ion, for instance, a classic example of resonance. Now that you've grasped the basics of resonance, it's time to test your understanding. Here are 3 practice questions. Take your time, think through the concepts we've discussed, and apply them to solve these problems. Good luck! Now that we've covered the basics, let's deepen our understanding of resonance, exploring its quantitative aspects and the rules that govern it. To evaluate the significance of different resonance structures, we use the concept of formal charge. This helps us determine how charges are distributed within a molecule. Structures with minimal formal charges, or with negative charges on more electronegative atoms, are generally more stable and contribute more to the resonance hybrid. Mastering formal charge is key to understanding resonance contributions. Drawing correct resonance structures is a crucial skill. Remember, only electrons move, specifically pi electrons and lone pairs, while the atomic nuclei remain fixed. All contributing structures must have the same number of valence electrons and the same overall charge. We use a double-headed arrow to show that these structures are interconverting, but in reality, they represent different ways of depicting the same delocalized system. Not all resonance structures contribute equally to the hybrid. We've learned that structures with more covalent bonds, complete octets, and less charge separation are more stable. The concept of resonance energy quantifies this stability. It's the difference between the actual energy of the hybrid and the energy of the most stable canonical form. A higher resonance energy means a more stable molecule. You've now moved beyond the fundamentals and tackled some deeper aspects of resonance. It's time to solidify this knowledge. Here are 5 practice questions designed to challenge your understanding of formal charges, drawing resonance structures, and assessing their stability. Work through them carefully to reinforce your learning. Excellent work so far. Let's elevate our understanding further and explore the practical implications and advanced concepts of resonance. Resonance effects, categorized as +R, electron donating, or R, electron withdrawing, significantly influence molecular properties and reactivity. +R groups push electrons into a conjugated system, like activating a benzene ring, while R groups pull electrons, deactivating it. Understanding these effects is vital for predicting reaction outcomes in organic chemistry, especially for electrophilic aromatic substitutions. Resonance isn't just a theoretical concept, it has profound applications. It explains why bond lengths in molecules like benzene are intermediate between single and double bonds. It accounts for the enhanced stability of carbocations, carbanions, and free radicals, and it's fundamental to understanding the acidity of compounds like carboxylic acids and phenols, as well as the basicity of amines. These are critical concepts for G. It's important to distinguish resonance from tautomerism. While resonance involves only electron movement within a single molecule to form hypothetical structures, tautomerism involves the actual movement of an atom, typically hydrogen, leading to an equilibrium between distinct structural isomers. Remember, the resonance theory is a model, the hybrid is the real structure, not rapidly interconverting forms. You've now delved into the more complex aspects of resonance, including its effects and applications. These 7 questions will test your analytical skills and your ability to apply resonance theory to various chemical scenarios, from bond lengths to acidity and basicity. Take your time and think critically. Congratulations on making it this far. Prepare to conquer the hardest level, where we'll explore resonance from a competitive, engineering, and advanced theoretical perspective. From a molecular orbital theory perspective, resonance isn't just about drawing arrows, it's about delocalized molecular orbitals that span across multiple atoms. In benzene, for example, the p orbitals overlap to form a continuous cloud of pi electrons above and below the ring, explaining its exceptional stability and uniform bond lengths. This Mo approach provides a more accurate quantum mechanical description of electron delocalization. The concept of aromaticity is deeply intertwined with resonance. Huckel's rule, which states that cyclic, planar molecules with 4n+2 pi electrons are aromatic, is a direct consequence of optimal pi electron delocalization and high resonance energy. Various factors like the extent of conjugation, planarity, and steric hindrance can significantly affect a molecule's resonance energy and overall stability. Resonance extends beyond simple hydrocarbons to heterocyclic compounds like pyrrole and furan, where lone pairs on heteroatoms participate in the aromatic pi system, profoundly influencing their reactivity and basicity. It's crucial to differentiate this from conjugation, which is the structural prerequisite for resonance, allowing for the alternating single and multiple bonds that enable electron delocalization. Quantifying resonance energy experimentally, typically by comparing heats of hydrogenation, provides tangible proof of its stabilizing effect. Beyond basic organic chemistry, resonance principles are foundational for understanding advanced concepts like pericyclic reactions and frontier molecular orbital theory, which are key to modern synthetic design and mechanistic predictions in chemical engineering contexts. You've tackled the most challenging theoretical and applied aspects of resonance. Here are the first 5 questions in our hardest level. These problems require a deep understanding, critical thinking, and the ability to integrate concepts from different areas of chemistry. Give them your best shot. And here are the remaining 5 questions for the hardest level. Continue to apply your comprehensive knowledge of resonance, Mo theory, aromaticity, and reactivity. Success in these questions will demonstrate your readiness for top-tier competitive exams. You've got this. And that brings us to the end of our in-depth journey through resonance. We hope you've gained a comprehensive understanding of this vital concept, from its basic definitions to its advanced applications. For more such engaging and detailed educational content, visit synapse.omaps.in. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for regular updates and to continue excelling in your G preparation. Keep learning, keep growing.